Hello everybody, my name is Tex and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the TWAB that just dropped for the 14th of January 2021. This is the first one we've had in a while and it has some juicy information about Crucible, Gambit, and returning gear loot sources. So, let's get right into it. So, Bungie actually has not been in office for a little while, just over a month now, and they talk with some preamble about why they haven't really been in contact because they obviously haven't been working. So, the main thing that they want to address in this TWAB is Gambit, Crucible, and some old content from Dreaming City and the Moon. Starting with Season 13, we're actually going to be getting some new armor and weapons. The Dreaming City Reverie Dawn and Moon Dreambane armor are both going to be unsunset. They will drop with high stats when earned from the dungeons of their respected destinations. And in particular, Pit of Heresy will now drop instead of a fully masterwork piece. It'll drop with a base 7 armor energy and is guaranteed to have at least plus 16 in 2 different stats with higher overall stats. Additionally, you can't get class items from that chest anymore so that you don't have to waste the armor drop. For the weapons we're getting back, we're going to be getting 4 from each destination. Waking Vigil, Sleepless, Vouchsafe, and Retold Tale from the Dreaming City, and when they drop from Shattered Throne, they will get new perks that are unavailable on other reward sources. For the Moon ones, we're going to be getting Premonition the Pulse Rifle, Heretic the Rocket Launcher, Blasphemer the Kinetic Shotgun, and Apostate the Energy 140 Sniper. Also, these will also be getting new perk pools when they drop from the dungeon, which is also good. Finally, the Moon is going to have its lost sectors be added to the rotation of Legend and Mastered lost sectors. So now you can play on those whenever you are grinding for your exotic drops. And here you can see a little graphic of all of the new stuff that's coming back in case you wondered what it was look like or what exactly each weapon is. Overall, I think this is a good change for new players particularly. As it stands now, you still have to buy Forsaken and Shadowkeep to get access to a lot of this content. The gear it drops is sunset. So this will hopefully help mitigate that a little bit and help to update those activities and make them a little bit more important in the sandbox. Having ways to get unsunset armor at high rolls is always a good thing in my opinion, and we'll have to wait and see if these dungeons are farmable like Prophecy is, because if that's the case, then that is a very, very good thing. It might suck for some older veteran players that have, been playing this content for 2 years to be asked, hey, if there's a god roll in this Pit of Heresy loot pool, guess what? You have to regrind it, even though you've already been doing that for 2 years. But I don't foresee that being too big of an issue, but it is something to consider. Next, we actually have some important stuff relating to Crucible and Gambit. So I'll paraphrase here because this is quite a large paragraph, but if you want to read through it, feel free to pause the video here. But the main things to take away from this is that they are updating Crucible and Gambit reward structure. So for Crucible in particular, they're getting rid of tokens, and now everything that you get, every rank up you get will be directly tied to getting rewards from shacks. Additionally, there will be 2 new weapons in each playlist, like the Stars and Shadow and Xenoclast, which gives more overall loot pool stuff to be able to grind within playing those playlists. I think those weapons were good additions to the game, and it's good to see more stuff like it. In the actual reward structure, we can see that at rank 4, you'll get 3 upgrade modules. Rank 7, you'll get 3 enhancement cores. Rank 10, you'll get the seasonal ritual shader, and after 1 reset, that changes to 3 enhancement cores. At rank 13, you'll get 2 enhancement prisms. At rank 16, you'll get the ritual emblem, and that after the first reset, that'll change to 2 enhancement prisms. And then your first reset, you'll get a ascendant shard, and every reset after that, you'll get an exotic engram. And overall, every single time you rank up one of those major points, you'll also get a prime engram, which can drop high roll armor. And then you can actually see how this looks with shacks right here. The rewards that you get for the first rank up, so you have like your prime engrams and all your upgrade modules and all that jazz. And if you actually zoom up in the top right corner, you can see that it does save the regular legendary engrams from every single rank up for you, so you don't have to worry about every time you rank up your Valor returning to the tower to be able to pick up those legendary engrams. You can just do them in a big burst if you want to. And then this is just a quick look at how Shaxx's diagram looks after you've done your first reset. So overall, my thoughts is that these are very, very healthy changes for Crucible. I'm not sure if it'll be enough, but I actually had a video that was supposed to come out today before I learned what the content of this TWAB was, that ranted a little bit about how the only way to currently get high roll armor outside of the weekly challenge, which is only 1 drop per character per week, is Iron Banner and Trials. Trials is pretty self-explanatory. Not a lot of people want to play it, and it's only around on the weekends. And then Iron Banner has its own host of problems and is also only around once a month. So if you want to be able to get high roll Crucible armor right now, you kind of just have to wait. You can't really get it from just playing. But now that you get 6 prime engrams per level up that are going to be ritual armor, that is very good for the health of the game, because it means that you can basically just play Crucible and accumulate rewards over time without really having to worry about like thinking about it, which is a good thing in my book. The last thing is everybody's favorite ice-based subclass. Revenant is going to be getting a nerf to its Shatter Dive in PvP only. So it's going to have damage fall off against unfrozen targets. Normally right now, at a range of about 9 meters, it does just 50 flat damage. That's going to be reduced down to a damage drop-off field. So if you land on someone, you'll still do the 50, but as you get farther out into the fringes of its range, it'll drop off to 5. And then also your damage resistance during the dive has been reduced by half. And then the other biggest issue is Whisper of Fissures, which is the thing that lets you destroy people with Glacier Nades right now. And its damage and range are going to be reduced. So they're basically halving the damage against regular Guardians and making it have much sharper fall off. And they're going to also be doing that separately for supers, so now you can't just nuke supers with a Whisper of Fissures Glacier Nade. And then the range is reduced by 1 meter. Additionally, they're looking at the Stasis Titan super, which is a little overtuned right now with 60% damage resistance. And then the last goals that they have to wrap up the important part of this TWAB is that they're looking at addressing other stasis abilities and possibly buffing up some light-based subclasses that are underperforming, and then also balancing abilities versus weapon usage, especially in stuff like Trials. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening. Ciao.